Hi guys, so welcome to the post-match of us not going over the West Ham Fulham game. Um, I'm happy, mate. 3 points. I know I get the Mr. Positive, but genuinely, the performance. All right, only one goal in it, but I think overall we played pretty well against Fulham. I don't think we put too much of a foot wrong.
Mhm.
Still not too keen on Magassa, but no,
I actually thought he was quite good when he came on. But if you look at the overall team, I mean, a win at Craven Cottage, I think it's a good win. I think I said that before the game. I'd take a win. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I would take it. Um, he said, well, he went with what we thought would be the more attacking lineup. We didn't think we were going to go three centre mids, but he did in the end. So there's a positive there. Surely, clearly wanted to win that game. He realised how important it was. Um, I had a bit of a meltdown last night, but I think only because I was just so disbelieved that Forest got a point to us against City. It's just sod's fucking law. But I think Ben was saying this last night. If you look at it in the cold light of day, we're 11 on points now. We're a point
yeah.
off. We're a point off the Spuds. We're 2 points off Leeds. 3 points off Leeds. I mean, we've successfully dragged more teams into it, and I think that's the way. Probably is the best way of looking at it.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
that's the way I'm looking at it. I think like now, all right, Forest result didn't really go our way because really you're done with City turning up and getting a win over them just to kind of give us that like breather, I suppose. But that's three important points in it, especially with City coming up next. That's a hard game. Um,
I've never seen a game so. I'm not usually like this, but I've never seen a game so against West Ham in my fucking life as well. And when I mean that is we should have had a penalty in the first half. They got a penalty. I don't know if you've seen this, Gav. The penalty that was called. Tatty's literally got in the way of Tom Kenny's leg. I mean, Tom Kenny's went for the ball. Tatty hasn't put in a challenge, and he's fallen over, and they've called it straight away. And then to make matters worse, I think we played into 100 minutes last night when there was 6 minutes
yeah,
at a time.
yeah,
Right? Anything they could have done to try and make us lose, they did fucking try. I actually hats off to the team. Nuno said this after the game. Is he was he's happy with how resilient we looked, and I back that. We didn't look like we were in trouble most of that, and we didn't go to a back five, which is nice. He brought on math, but we didn't go to a back five.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
My 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 thing with the playing to 100 minutes and stuff and only being 7 minutes at a time. My thing is with that is I like that. I obviously when your team's playing and you're winning 1-0 and Fulham's on the ascendancy, you want it called when the 7 minutes are up. But my whole thing is it's a minimum amount of time of what
yeah,
it is. I liked that, and I don't think an awful lot of referees actually, because the thing that annoys me is when you score in stoppage time, you celebrate for a minute and a half, and only about 20 seconds gets added on. I fucking hate that. And coming from an Arsenal fan, and we love wasting time, it's really fucking nippy. But taken away from that, what has Nuno done to Somerville? Like he's put a rocket up that boy's arse, and he is fucking playing
he does
like
this
he's
for
got
wingers,
a
though. Eh?
point to prove.
He does
He's
this for
amazing.
wingers. He done it in Elanga and Hudson-Odoi last year. He does this for wingers. The only thing is Bowen's being a bit quiet, but I don't particularly mind that because he's not being quiet in the sense he's playing badly. Just not everything's going down that side now. So I
Yeah.
think we're thinking he's going quiet, and he's not.
Yeah, he's still a
We've got a
workhorse.
functional front three, yeah, and we haven't had that in ages.
Yeah, no, and I think Tati. I've not seen him have a poor game yet.
No, not yet. No,
I've seen him have a quiet game, but I've not seen him have a poor game. Um,
I've not seen anything about him coming off.
No, he
He
walked
was
off
putting
with a
up.
bit of a limp,
It
which
looked
was a bit
cramp to me, but
uncertain. But yeah, hopefully it was just cramping it, just a little something that he could just basically
well,
wait. What we don't play again until Monday now, so hopefully it'll be enough for a couple of days. It'll be gone.
when was the last time he's actually rested?
oh, what do you mean?
Tati, like when was that time he just gave a
He
good
hasn't
player?
not started. No, he hasn't not started.
So
He's played every game since he's been here.
you might think it's just a case of it's wear and tear because what league did he come from? Was it the Spanish league?
Sierra, no Sierra.
That was a Serie A there. Yeah, they play an awful lot of football, but it's not the same pace. It's not the same intensity.
No.
Something
And to be
tells
fair,
me we'll go for a second string team against Brentford. I don't think we'll go all out for Brentford. I don't care, by the way, at this point either.
What, you don't care about the FA Cup run, you'd
I
rather
don't.
focus on the Prem, is what you're
Well, I
getting at.
don't think Brentford will put out a full team either. I think Brentford will probably look at it as well in a sense. I think they're now looking at Europe probably for the end of the season. So,
I
I mean, if we kept it tight for the remaining and then remaining 20 minutes and you chuckle your big guns on, I'm fine with that.
I think he might be shocked at the team Brentford put out. I think
Yeah, no, it
Brentford
could
are
be.
looking at
But
this FA Cup and they're looking at a silverware this year. If I'm being honest,
you look at it. I mean, at the
uh,
end of the day, clubs that aren't used to Europe try and go for Europe, right, for the extra money. The FA Cup's not a big money spinner. It's obviously it's good to win, but
Yeah, it's more
I
of the name
can
of the cup on it.
I can Coulanges doesn't seem to strike me as one of those coaches. I think he'll want silverware in his
yeah, no, you
first
could be right. I don't know.
tenure as manager, but
It would just make. I don't think it would make much sense from a club perspective, especially to try and keep on to some of those players if they're going to. But uh,
probably
in
not.
lo and
But
behold, waits. I mean, at the end of the day, your priority's fucking City, right? At the end of the day, they just dropped points against fucking Forest. We could do Arsenal a favour, and I don't think we've got it in us. I was saying this to Ben last night. I think I'm going to say this now to the end of the season. We look like one of the only teams that can actually go out and win a game. Leeds, us, Forest, and Spurs. But at the same time, Forest are picking up these draws that we just wouldn't do. You look at us; we conceded 5 against Liverpool
I,
and
I,
stuff like
tell,
that. And
I tell you what, tonight's a big game. You've
yeah,
named a few teams there that are scrapping ways. Palace is almost in the thick of it too. They're not that far away from this fight.
Them and Spurs.
That's where tonight's a big game. Obviously, if that's a draw, it's not great. So obviously Spurs gain a point on you, but at the same time, better than either. Wow, you'd rather Spurs lose
yeah,
than them win.
I think you want
But
to. I think you want a Spurs loss because I think Palace are probably safe with one more win, so you might as well get it against the relegation favourite rival and then just push on.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
no, I
think
agree.
there's one player we haven't mentioned, and I think I mention it every time now since joining you. Disasi, another stern, solid performance. For me, he didn't feel too
Yeah,
wrong.
I think Chelsea are gonna come in. There's gonna be some asking price, I think, for him. I think we're gonna get our pants pulled down if we go for him.
I
I do
don't
back you
know.
though. His performances compared to how dog shit Kilman is, yeah, Disasi's been unbelievable.
He just
I,
solids up your defence.
Yeah,
That's what he does.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's not
and
to
the thing is,
say, well,
he's made Mav good as well. It sounds daft, like not that Mav's a bad defender, but like, see, before you'd sit there going, "Oh, he's got a mistake in him. He's going to mess about." And I think that was the uncertainty of having Kilman next to him because of
yeah.
him being a bit of a bomb scare. So then Mav wasn't confident anyway and was making mistakes. Whereas next to Disasi, he looks class.
But he just doesn't have the worry. He doesn't have the
Yeah,
worry of if I'm not there, we
yeah.
have to rely on him. He is like no. Tasasi has his side, and he sorts his side. Mavropanos has his side, and he sorts that side. In the work, they come up together, they defend together. That's how a defensive partnership should be. And I think you could maybe get Tasasi for 20 million, if I'm being honest. I don't think
I'd take the
it'd be
round
much
off.
more than that. I don't think it'd be much more than that.
They could use
No,
it as
I'd take that.
they could use it to improve their P&L and their financial fair play
Yeah,
perspective
Yeah.
at the end of the day. But it was a good 3 points. I mean, it's one of
Yes.
those. It was needed. It was much needed. It was one of those that if you didn't win, I feel like everyone thought we were like, especially now that
Yeah.
Forest got a point as well.
yeah.
You're sitting there thinking, "Fuck me!" Now they're another game away from us at least. With 9 games remaining, I don't look across many wins to the end of the season. I said this to Ben last night. I don't see a hell of a lot, but we're on 28 points. I reckon we need 35, 36 to stay up. And it's probably, 2 more wins and then a couple of draws here and there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see you getting it.
I think we've probably got that.
I was saying this to, I know Jay last night you weren't too confident. You're a bit shaky of where your wins are going to come from, or your points are going to come from, I should say. I can see he's winning 3-4 games out of the remaining fixtures.
See,
If he's played
I'm
key time.
I'm fairly confident that we will get a couple of results. Is the thing. I think we've like at the moment how many teams that seem to be a bit 50-50,
Well,
us being one of them, but like we at least we seem to be able to score no matter what at the moment, touch wood. So yeah, I'm convinced we'll get a couple of results that go our way. I think. I don't
I
know whether
thought
they'll
I
be the
thought you'd
unexpected ones, but
I thought you would sit there and say you're going to win all the remaining games. Must be
no,
fucking
no, no,
positive.
no, no.
He will do in his
I'm
pre-match stuff, but he
Yeah.
won't do in his post-match stuff.
no, pre-match maybe, but not in the post-match.
He literally said this. I went through the fixtures with him last night, and he didn't call a draw anywhere. Sorry, he didn't call a loss anywhere. He called a draw or a win in every single game.
Win,
Yeah.
win, 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 win.
No,
win,
no. City's a, but
win.
yeah, we'll catch that in the pre-match. I think we'll leave that till then.
Just the other big one. The other big one would obviously be Forest Spurs in a couple of weeks as well. That is a
Yes.
huge one.
Yeah, definitely.
That is what you want to draw. You want to draw against. But yeah, no, I'm trying to be more positive. It's just the big games worry me because Forest are like they can do something in the big games, and we haven't shown that so far. But who knows? There's still Arsenal and City and Villa left. So at the big games, there's a couple. So I might be wrong.
Yeah, right.
We'll
There's
see.
plenty of surprises in terms to come in the last remaining games. So who knows what's going to come? We take it week in, week out, and we'll be here for the preview.
Yeah, come on, you Irons.